I'm Nathan Sharratt. I'm an artist based in Atlanta, Georgia, and while I've been at the Studio Center, I've been focusing on the intersection of the body and technology. In the case of 3D printers and 3D scanners, I like looking at the ways that they do things poorly. So sort of what I like to call the mechanical brushstrokes of machines, the things that are unique artifacts to this particular process that is unique to it, and that makes it relate more to humanity, I think. So in thinking about technology as a tool and thinking about mediation as a material, and I started finding different ways that you can take analog information and turn it into a three-dimensional object in the digital. But they don't necessarily translate accurately, which I really like. They end up turning into these mountain ranges that's mediated through these digital to analog processes. Doing karaoke is about getting up in front of your friends, performing something where maybe you're not at a professional level. And so getting up on stage, there becomes this fantasy moment where you could be a rock star. You imagine that you're that singer and you're singing the song, and you're going through that process, and in your mind you are that person and you are that song. In reality, often there's that disconnect there. And so I wanted to see if I could run people's vocals through that processing and make it sound better, more like what's in your head. So bring that, close that gap a little bit between the fantasy and the imagination and what comes out towards other people. In order to be generous, you have to acknowledge the flaw. In order to move forward with this, and if you want to say well, would you like me to do this for you, and then send them a link of it when it's afterwards. It's you have to acknowledge that, okay, well, there's something that needs correcting, which has this inherent bias against thinking that that's just a bad thing, and I think it's just part of what makes everybody unique and interesting. See, that sounded pretty good. That was on point. So, it's still her personality, it's still her expression. We just sort of bring it a little bit closer to what the ideal is. And so, I don't know, it sort of helps pull your dreams out of your dreams, I guess, or something like that, cheesy.